Here's everything you'll need to make this efficient mob farm for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. To start it off, you're going to want to pillar up 100 blocks in the air. Once you're 100 blocks up in the air, you can go ahead and extend your platform up by 5 blocks on one side and 5 blocks on the other side, and then connect them up like this to make a 6x6 platform on the top of your 100 block pillar. There we go. So you will be getting a bunch of loot from this farm, so we're going to make some extended storage. So you're going to put two chests right there, a hopper going into the side of it like that, with another double chest on top, hopper going into the side, and then a double chest right there. Now you're going to surround these with blocks, and of course you can keep extending that down if you're running out of room, but that's all we're going to put for now. You're going to surround this with blocks to make basically another platform right above like this. There we go. So basically just copy that platform right above, and where that second chest is, you're going to want to put a slab right there because you won't be able to open that chest if it's a full block. But yeah, that's your storage. Once again, you can extend that more if you need to. But yeah, now you're going to grab your other 2 hoppers, break these 2 blocks, and make 2 hoppers going into each other like that into that chest. You're going to put 2 blocks right here, 2 blocks right here, 2 blocks right here, temporary block right here with 2 blocks on top like that. And then you're going to surround it with these corner blocks like this. There we go. You're going to put a rail right there with a minecart hopper on top, and then surround that with blocks. 2 blocks right here, 2 blocks right here, 2 blocks right here, and 2 blocks right there. And then blocks on top of everything like that. Now you're going to go ahead and grab your observer, and you're going to destroy this block right here and place an observer so that the eyes are facing to where that empty block is. So you're going to do that for all of these like this. So make sure the eyes are facing to where the empty block is like that. So now we can place redstone right here, and it should create a little redstone clock like that. Look at that. Cool. Now that we got that, we're going to put pistons on top of all these blocks. And as you'll see, this will create kind of like that spiral of pistons for our trident killer. So now we're going to put blocks right here, except for in the front, because that is where our staircase that goes like that is going to go. So make sure your staircase is facing like that, because that's gonna be where you're gonna get all your XP. But yeah, we're gonna want to go ahead and turn this off, so you can grab your lever, put it right there on that block, and just flick it on, and it should stop the whole spiral system. But yeah, guys, from this trident killer, so like from these blocks right here, you're gonna go up 18 blocks. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18, and you're basically gonna do that for all of these blocks right here. Extend them all up by 18 blocks. So there we go. When you're done, it should be looking like that. And now what we're going to go ahead and do is fill in these corners like this so that you get yourself a square. And then coming to the left side, you're going to extend this out by 7 blocks. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. One more time like that. And then you're going to do that over here. So now it should be looking like that. Once again, this should be 8 blocks total from here to here. But yeah, once you've got that, you're going to extend this wall up like this and basically surround that little platform, so that should end up looking like this. Once you've got that, you can go ahead and extend the wall up 1 more block, so it should be 2 blocks tall. There we go. So now you grab your water buckets, go boom boom over here, boom boom, and it should flow perfectly to that hole, and that's good. So now you're going to come to the very edge, skip a block, and go out by 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Do the same on this side, skip a block, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You're going to connect these up like this, and you're going to fill all this empty space in with the block you're using. And when you're done, it should end up looking like this. So now you're going to do this exact same thing on the other side. So 7 blocks, connect them up and fill it all in. And there we go. This is what it should be looking like when you are finished. All right, so now we are going to be using that 1 pumpkin that is in your materials list. You're going to come to any of these corners, you're going to place it down, and you're going to want to make sure that this pumpkin stem points inside to the farm. So for me, it's not right. So we're going to want to do it on this side, because now the pumpkin stem is facing to the inside of the farm, which is what we want. So make sure yours is somewhat like this too. It might be different for you depending on where you built it. So like this would be wrong. You want to make sure that it is like this. So like that. And once you do have that, it should be on the corner of one of these platforms. You're going to grab your buttons, place it, skip a block, place it, skip a block basically. And you're going to want to make this grid pattern that goes all the way down. Once you reach the end, you're going to go up a block, skip that block, and go up another layer. and then place your buttons like this. And you're going to do that until you reach the end of this platform. So skip a block and go boom, boom, boom. And when you reach the end, it should end up looking something like this. It might be a little different, like yours might, like all these rows might be a block down. You might have an empty layer right there. It might be different, but just make sure that your pumpkin stem is pointing towards the inside of the farm like that. So now you're going to do the same thing on this side. So pumpkin head right here, and then grab your buttons and do this. And this is actually to block off all the spider spawns, because spiders are really annoying and they can clog up this tube and the mobs won't fall down, and it's just not good. So we won't be getting spider spawns by doing this. But yeah, when you're done, it should be looking something like this. Yours may look a tad bit different, but you should kind of have that grid pattern with your buttons. So once you've got that, now's the time to grab your scaffolding, and on all the blocks that do not have buttons on them, you're going to want to place your scaffolding. So the only things that should be on top of this platform should be buttons and scaffolding. And of course, you're going to do this for both platforms. Alrighty, and when you're done, it should be looking like this. It's kind of hard to tell because of my resource pack, but as you can see, it's kind of like the scaffolding is basically surrounding all those buttons. And yeah, it should just be scaffolding and buttons on those platforms. You don't have to put it on these little blocks on the side, but yeah. Alright, but yeah, now you're going to want to come to the corners of either of these platforms, place a block, another block, destroy that block, and bring these blocks all the way to the very edge like that, and then come to the sides and then place slabs that go like that to the very edge of that scaffolding. The same on this side, so boom, and then all the way like that. There we go. And now you're actually able to place water up here like this. So you're going to want to place water all along those blocks. It should perfectly flow to the end like that. So now you're going to grab your slabs again, and you're going to want to replace all these blocks with slabs, because we don't want mobs spawning on top of these blocks and not going into the farm. So yeah, go ahead and replace all these back blocks with slabs. There we go. So these should all be slabs going around that water source, and that water source should go perfectly down into that water stream in the middle. So now you're going to do exactly what we did over here. So you may have to go back into the tutorial to do that. But yeah, make sure you do exactly what we did over here on this side. And there you go. It should now be looking like this. Pretty cool, pretty funky. But yeah, this is what it should be looking like. So now we're going to go ahead and come to the bottom platform. So the layer where your actual blocks are, you're going to place a layer of blocks temporarily that go all along like that. And you're going to grab your trapdoors, and you're going to place them on those blocks that go all the way down. There we go, like that. And you're going to go ahead and close all of them. There we go. So they should all be closed. And now you're going to get rid of those blocks like that. So there should be that line of trapdoors. And you're going to place another line of trapdoors right on the back side of them like this. If you crouch and do it, it'll be way easier. There we go. And yeah, now you're going to want to close those ones so that you have two lines of closed trapdoors like this. There we go, like that. It should be looking like this now. Basically, what that does is help the mobs not to get stuck on the very edge of these blocks and just fall right in to this main water stream. But yeah, guys, that is one of the platforms done. I know that take a while, but trust me, it'll be worth it in the end, because now you guys are gonna have to do this 5 more times. I know, I'll cry with you guys, but really though, you're gonna want to duplicate this 5 more times on top, so you should end up with a total of 6 of these platforms. So go ahead and go back into the tutorial if you need help. But yeah, go ahead and do this 5 more times. Also, quick reminder, you're going to want to start your other platform just right above this water. So yeah, literally right above that water source is where you're going to start it. There should only be 2 blocks under this platform. Alrighty, and there you go. Once you have 6 platforms total, it should be looking like this. Pretty macho crazy mob farm thing. But yeah. So once again, these should be 2 blocks in here, nothing higher. So yeah, 2 blocks. And yeah, you should have your trapdoors going through the middle like this. And yeah, so we're going to head up here to the 6th platform. So you're going to come to one of these corners here where the slabs are, and you're going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks like that. And on that 5th block, you're going to place some leaves right there. Then you can get rid of those blocks. So from where that leaves is, you're actually going to go in 1 more. So like that. So that leaves should be perfectly lined up to where that water is in the corner. But yeah, you're gonna bring this leaves all the way to the other corner on the other side like that. So there we go. And then on the other side, you're gonna make a big square pretty much that lines up with all the corners of the water like that. And then you should end up with this ring of leaves. Now you're gonna go ahead and fill in this whole thing with leaves, and you should end up with something like this. Once again, these should be lined up with where that water is. They should not be going over these slabs. But yeah, we're doing this with leaves because it'll give us spawns called structure spawns. And wow, we are already getting mob spawns. But yeah, structure spawns basically make the farm better. I'm not too educated on it, but yeah. It's better than making a regular roof. But once we have that, we're going to grab our slabs again. We're going to come to one of the corners and bridge out 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Same right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you're going to do that for the other 3 corners. Alrighty, there you go. So once you've got all the corners, you can now go to the long parts and basically just go ahead and connect them up like that and fill them all in. So you can go ahead and do that for all of these. All right, there you go. It should be looking like this, almost like a big flower. But yeah, now you simply just want to connect up the corners like this and fill in the inside. And of course, do that for all of them. So when you're done, it should be that giant platform of slabs. All right, there we go. That is our roof. Now that is going to ensure that all these spawning platforms are dark so mobs can spawn. And we are almost done. Now you're going to want to come to the bottom platform and light all this up because as you could see, we don't want mobs spawning over here. So go ahead and place some torches, you know. If there's already mobs, you can go ahead and deal with them. And yeah, make sure to do that to the bottom platform where these chests are. So yeah, just put some torches. And once you've got that, you're going to go ahead and head inside this chamber. Could be full of mobs, could not be. It should all be like one hit. But yeah, basically, you're going to want to throw 2 tridents in there. Make sure they're just on any of those blocks and you can clog this back up. And now you have a working trident killer. So when you turn this on, you'll see if those mobs will start dying without you even having to do anything. And you can see you get XP with it too. And since we're using a trident killer, if you have a looting 3 sword, I highly recommend you hold it while AFKing at this farm because it will give you 3 times the amount of loot that you usually get without looting 3. So yeah. And the AFK spot for this farm could just be anywhere on this platform. All the platforms are in the spawning range when you stand down there. But yeah, as you can see, we're already getting some loot. That's pretty good. And yeah, that is the mob farm complete. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're having any problems or difficulties with this farm or any other of my farms, you can go ahead and join my Discord, link in the description, and me or any of my helpers will help you out there. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Hope you have a great rest of your day, and goodbye.